Green Party celebrated wildly last night, picking up 2 new seats, Wellington Central and Rongotai, and keeping Auckland Central. But the brutal fact is they are in opposition. Co-leader Marama Davidson joins me now. Tēnā koe.
Kia ora,
So
Simon.
congratulations on picking up two new electorates.
And holding an electorate which we've never done before.
Right, so that's the celebration there, isn't it?
And increasing our support, especially in a blue wave or whatever tsunami you want to call it, increasing our support in that context, which is really hard to do, almost impossible for smaller parties in a government arrangement.
So, I mean, practically for the Green Party, having 3 electorates, what does that mean in terms of your capability for, representing people?
It's the community grassroots movement that helped us maintain this support in a really difficult context when people, I acknowledge, wanted change. And I'm pleased that the Greens managed to penetrate and inspire enough community voices to want that change to increase our party vote and to get those electorates. So it's the community movement that those electorate wins were built on. That's where our strength is.
Yeah, well, let's just look at Wellington Central, because I think this is probably the standout result for you. Tamitha Paul really got up very well there. Look, there you go. So it's 12,000 votes. She was the high-profile candidate and expected to do well. But then if you look at Rongotai, where Julianne Genter is, I mean, is that the surprise one for you?
We knew that she was capable of winning it, but we also knew that the grassroots, the volunteers getting out was the strength and the possibility for those electorates. I'm pretty stoked. Tamitha thousands ahead, I believe. I'm pretty stoked that we're now winning electorates, and that's really awesome.
Okay. That's great, but the party vote didn't reach the heights that really people expected. What happened there?
Only in the past couple of weeks did we start to see some of those super high polls, and I'm really wrapped with those. It means that we've got something to offer. We were campaigning on a positive vision for protecting people and planet, and people saw that. Over the whole term, though, Simon...
Yeah, those polls didn't translate on election day.
Over the whole term, though, because we never rest on 1 or even 2 polls. If you look at the average across the whole term, where we ended up on Saturday night was not too far below the average of around 12, 11. But I think what's important here is the fact that we managed to increase our support. We've gone from, I think, 7.7% in 2020.
Right, yep.
We're getting up to 11.
Now you're up to 11, which harks back to the days of 2011, so it's about equal with your best ever result.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay. I mean, there was a lot of celebrating last night when you got up into the stage, and Chloe and Tamitha and all that. But you will not be in government. So you will not have any sway.
Yeah. So
that's got to be disappointing.
We've got to be really clear. The community grassroots work absolutely has sway. So firstly, we were celebrating because even before the results, Simon, we had a campaign to be proud of. And I said that really clearly.
Sure.
So we were celebrating that.
Yep.
And Simon, it's not the complete shock that we're not in government. That was a little bit on the cards.
There was a little bit on the cards. Everybody said that, yeah.
So we were never, for our levers and over the years, Greens have never been reliant on just cabinet power alone. Okay. And that's what we align ourselves to.
2 quick things before we let you go. Climate change, okay?
Yeah.
James Shaw.
Yeah.
Now, the Green Party has got to be gutted about that because he's been the driver of the policy and he's not going to be there now.
He's put down enough roots that the country is going to hold this government to account. It is vital that we hold this government to account for climate action, but he's put down enough roots in 6 years to have built up a fundamental platform, and that's what we're going to keep this government to account.
All right, so James Shaw is on the list. Will he stay?
Oh, that's his question, Simon. You can talk to me about my plans, but I will leave his plans to him.
That sounds like an open... he hasn't mentioned anything to you? I mean, because you say he's put down the roots, maybe...
Again, I'll let him have this conversation.
Got to ask those questions. Marama Davidson, thank you very much. Congratulations.